right, what's up everybody? We are back for some more anti-Rust Cup action, conquest action, as you guys have been seeing throughout the day. Of course, just a reminder, we're talking about Rust, the thing that is a result of oxidization on metal, not the other game, right? We don't actually care about the other game one way or another, but some people think we do. Anyways, my name is SunPheonyx's and I'm joined for the first time ever on broadcast, not by Altruism, but instead by Bubbles. Now, this is former main tank of Risen Bubbles, not to be confused with former main tank of Vanguard Bubbles. Very different, but welcome.
Hello, I'm very excited to be here casting for the first time, giving it my best try. Looking forward to this game, casting alongside you.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing how it goes as well. So, of course, we do have here our losers bracket semi-finals. It's going to be SunPheonyx's Soldiers, a team with a little bit of drama surrounding it over the last few hours, and taking on Wallace's Internet. So, if we take a look at the two squads here, SunPheonyx's Soldiers, we saw them about 2 games ago, taking on Severin's Soy Boys, your team, Bubble, in fact. Have a look at the squad here. It's Phoenix, Blur, SunPheonyx's X, who is replaced here by who is it? Let's have a quick look. Sorry, by Zavania, and Trizzle going to be bringing up the back of that squad. So you guys have an opportunity to play them. What do you think of the squad, Bubbles?
I believe that it's a very solid squad. Obviously, there was a lot of changes in the roster, but I did play against Trizzle and Phoenix when we played against them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Phoenix is very strong on that Moira. I believe it's a she.
Mm-hmm.
She was keeping up her team quite a lot. Was quite hard to kill her a lot of the time. But I think the biggest player to watch out here for is Trizzle.
Mm-hmm.
That Tracer, Trizzle used to play CSGO, I believe. He's very good at hit scan. And CSGO is obviously very aim-orientated. And I could definitely feel that when I was playing against him, I was Zen, and he would just one-clip me so many times. And it's very difficult to deal with, so I'm interested to see how Wallace's Internet is going to try to counter that. And how SunPheonyx's Soldiers is going to try to enable Trizzle as much as possible. Because I definitely think Trizzle is probably the strongest player here in terms of getting picks and opening up the fights for them.
Yeah, I think I agree with that from what we saw in the previous game. Of course, Blur, a standout player here as well, rejoining the squad after some time away this morning. We know him quite well for his main tank prowess, so interested to see how he slots in. But let's take a look at Wallace's Internet here. Going to be, drum roll please, there it is. It's going to be Jelly Doodle, Vertigo, Vico, and Wallace. Now, we saw them play, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, against Peach's own team, the Uncalled For, performing very well. I think a standout performer there was Jelly Doodle Bubbles. But what do you think of this squad?
I honestly agree with you. Jelly Doodle is very strong hit scan as well. I've played against him. I think hit scans in general are quite useful in this game mode. Just help. It's also the fast speed, like Soldier, Tracer. It's really easy to go around, try to backcap things. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. And when we speak about speed, we can't just leave out Wallace, because he's likely going to be playing that Lucio, which is his signature character. He is more of a Reddit Lucio, and I think in this more deathmatch style game mode, Reddit Lucio is a lot better than a normal Lucio, as you would say. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm hoping Wallace is going to be playing the Lucio and getting a lot of picks here. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Well, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is Wallace is not playing in this match, as he has done throughout the tournament, because his Internet is as much a bane for his own team as it is for the enemies of Wallace's Internet. But we are replacing him once again with Minitech. So the good news is, if you like Reddit Lucio, oh boy, are you going to get a lot of Reddit Lucio in this match. Because Minitech, his Lucio is not a strong, let's say, in perhaps in a normal setting, but in this setting, as you mentioned, that kind of playstyle seems to be favoring Wallace's Internet very well. So we take a look at our maps here before we jump into the match. We're going to start on Legion Tower Control. This is a best of 3, guys. Our next match will be a control, will be a best of 5 again, as we're going to the losers finals. But for now, it is still a best of 3. Legion Tower Gardens, I believe it is, will be the control map. Blizzard World for the hybrid map, and then we go back to Ilios WoW, as we saw in the previous matchup for the control map. So quite a bit of variation here as we jump into Ilios Gardens. You would have played this map, I think, yesterday. I do stand to be corrected, though, Bubbles.
I believe so.
So what are your thoughts on this map?
I think this map is it's something you'll notice on a lot of the maps, that if whoever captures B first will likely be... Oh, a lot of people have disconnected from the lobby.
I see. Okay.
I
so
believe the servers are on the wrong setting. But yeah, this map is definitely favoring B. It's quite wide open there, so I think the teams that have more sustain and more high damage will be able to win those fights on B. But I think it's also interesting to see if they're gonna go for any like backcaps while they're taking the fights on B. If like a Tracer or a Reaper, maybe a Ball, will go to those other points, try to contest them. And I want to see how these teams are gonna try to deal with those types of situations.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I just looked at your picture for the first time now, and that is hilarious. But it's gonna be interesting to see. I think, like you mentioned, point B will be a focal point of this map. That's what we've been seeing throughout the day here. You see, splitting up the heroes to get those kind of contests on A and C we've seen it have mixed results. And I think in a team with Miniteg on it, he's been responding quite effectively. I mean, Peach can tell you firsthand how good he is on that Lucio at coming back and defending points that are already under their control, just leaving his team to their own devices. So might be something we see coming out of Wallace's internet quite extensively, but it's going to be, we have to wait and see if SunPheonyx's soldiers can bring the same kind of look on Legion Garden. Yep, let's try here, round 2, ready to go. As we jump back into Lijiang Tower Gardens here. We didn't get much of a look, but I think we can say for sure Vico is likely to be playing that Roadhog. Jelly, I think, might see Tracer, although he's been favoring more static heroes as opposed to that Tracer. Miniteg will probably be on the Lucio, but we saw him do very well on the Baptiste as well. So Jelly will be bringing the soldier here. Vertigo has now moved to support, interestingly enough. We have a player missing on the red team. I don't know if anyone wants to do something about that. Who is it? Drizzle, Phoenix, Ziv. Can't remember who the last player is. But oh god, Blur. No, please, I'm getting flashbacks to the millions of times I've casted with him. Okay, looks like he's rejoined, or someone is rejoined. But Bubbles, taking a look at what we can see so far compositionally, how do you feel about how things are likely to play out?
Well, I can already see that Tracer on the side of SunPheonyx's soldier, and they did what I think is probably the best strategy on maps like these, where they have 3 of the players with like high damage go to that one point by which was C for them, and then they have their most mobile character, which was Tracer, go and try to contest that B point, right?
Yeah.
And I saw Vertigo, interestingly, went to contest the B point as Mercy alone. So I think she might have been saved there from taking that 1v1 Trizzle, but... Oh,
right. We saw about this in the lobby. Let's have a look here. Mercy 1v1 on B. This is what we signed up for. This is what we always want to see. The gap. It's a staff 1v1. I forgot. Let's see.
Okay.
Blur. Losing out here. Oh, he's getting wrecked, I think.
Vertigo
is dominating, but she needs to keep the damage up, of course. The HP will start ticking up. Blur, a little baby, running away like a coward. Oh my god, this guy. No. Oh. No,
is he going to be able to get another hit on her before he dies?
I think he's just going to leave.
He's running away. Oh, he's
just
getting
running away.
Back. He's getting the
coward. Back. Oh my god. Remember this moment, guys. Remember the time Blur ran away from a Mercy 1v1. Oh, he's not even... Can't even hit a Vertigo in control. Once again, slamming it down. 1, 2, 3 hits in a row here with the staff.
Oh.
Manning up now. He whoops the
Oh
gap out for
my.
just a moment, trying to get that extra DPS, but
Oh.
it's not enough. Vertigo with the melee kill, asserting her dominance on this map type. Is she going to go back and switch now to a different hero, or is she going to play this Mercy out?
I mean, they do have. Oh,
Yeah,
she
she's
is.
switching.
She just rolled out there on that Mercy to get that. I think strike fear into them. I think it's mental strength. They definitely have the advantage now. I think Blur might be a bit embarrassed there.
Oh, well, Minitag's decided
Minitag
he's
also
had enough of being in the
deciding.
game.
I think the supports on Wallace's internet aren't very excited. Jellydoodle also taking a swim, but not by his own choice.
Yes. Thankfully, that one, he was helped along there by the enemy Roadhog here. Minitag is back in the mix here as he looks to work his way around. Score-wise, obviously, as you'd expect with all the kills. Okay, people are
Blur
just leaving the
also,
map here. Blur also off the map. I don't know what's going on, but
I think there might be a magnet in the water.
Yeah, must be something like that, right? Because these people are struggling to keep their feet on dry land here. Phoenix, full HP, looking to secure this point C here. Going to just help Blur keep alive. I think the game might start for real now as the teams have gotten their, what's the word, the heebie-jeebies out here. Stick comes out from Trizzle onto Vertigo, gets the D-Mech onto the Diva, looking to pick up the scraps here, get rid of that baby Diva. Does just that. 8-5 to SunPheonyx's soldiers at the moment.
I think it's really interesting now that they're going to need to go and try to cap B in order to enable a power play. And you can see Blur is doing that, trying to contest Jellydoodle here. So if they manage to get that power play, they are already in a big lead with kills. So I think Wallace's internet is definitely going to need to try to catch up. You can see Zavania used this whole hog there. He has been getting quite a few picks here right now on this Roadhog, so they're definitely going to need to try to shut down Zavania while also dealing with Chisel, who's in the back, and Blur going around trying to back cap points.
Yeah. Oh my god,
a
Vertigo.
Huge bomb by Vertigo, though.
With the double in the room there, Minitag picks up another in the form of Ziv's Roadhog, and all of a sudden the swing is real. SunPheonyx's soldiers have now taken the lead 14 to 11. They control 2 of the points as Minitag just covering point B here. We see Jellydoodle on the soldier just covering point B for the most part. Under pressure now, gets taken down by Trizzle. You mentioned it before, and it's paying off here as he gets rid of the enemy soldier before he can pop that attack visor. Battle on point now, Ziv finds his opposite number. Vico not going to contribute anything more to this point. Phoenix is healing up the squad here.
That was a very, very good hook by Zavania there. Blur put down his minefields, and I believe it was Vico that thought they were safe, but Zavania hooked them into the minefield, getting them a kill. We see this attack visor coming out now by Jellydoodle. Doesn't find that much, but it creates a lot of space, and he gets a brilliant track on Blur, and an insane kill on Chisel.
Shut your mouth, Bubbles. He's getting a lot out of this soldier right now. He's getting so much value. I was questioning it, I don't feel like Soldier's particularly strong on this map, but he makes a lot of sense on Dorado and Blizzard World, as we saw before, where you can abuse those high grounds and take advantage of that with the hit scan. But he's doing a great job on this map.
That's a nice hook from Vico there. It's definitely going to open things up. I think they need to... Zone A is being contested by the red team here, so they're definitely... Okay, blue team is starting to hold themselves down here. Minitag with a nice kill there, but we haven't seen any power plays as of yet, which is really interesting. I think SunPheonyx's soldiers is trying to go for these contests, but Wallace's internet has taken the lead in kills here. I think Jellydoodle popping off there definitely helped that. We do see the minefield coming out with the
all by
back
himself.
cap almost.
Nobody contesting. Blur just decided he's going to throw it on the minefield in preparation. 2 kills, though, coming in quick for Wallace's internet as now they push forward towards point B. Sides come out from Jelly once again. He's going to take down the ball. Can he find Trizzle hiding around the corner here? It seems unlikely, all things considered. He gets taken down instead. Trizzle once again coming in clutch there against Jellydoodle's soldier. He may have bought his team enough time to come in and reinforce now as Blur rejoins the fray. Is he going to find any kills or get taken down himself? Pulse bomb comes out, doesn't find anything just yet. Still a lot of action on this point though. No one with a real advantage, but if that's true, then SunPheonyx soldiers are the one with the advantage because they control the point at the moment. So every kill counts as 2 for them, and Trizzle will make sure they get as many kills as possible. Vico goes down, Ziv finds Jellydoodle again, putting him in the hole. He must be losing his mind now, spending more time off the map than on it.
I think SunPheonyx's soldiers is definitely they are behind, but only by 3 kills. They took a big it's very good for them that previous fight, how many kills they got. Um, they were quite behind, but now they're starting to catch up. I think if they can defend this B point and manage to get A, then they can get a power play. But it looks like that those mines are going to be quite an issue there for
And
Jelly Doodle not being able to contest as much.
Yeah, they pull back a lot here, right? 8 points lead only now for Wallace's Internet. They had a much bigger lead before that previous team fight, but they now have controlled the second point, so they're going to play for trades, I think, if they can. Jelly under a lot of pressure in the front line here. Trizzle almost takes him down, but doesn't quite manage. A Zivlooked in, but not taken down. As Blur comes in over the back. Jelly Doodle now commits attack, fires under pressure, though, from the Moria ultimate. He needs to be careful here. He's dropping low. He kills himself. I'm not going to go out of here. He's going to go out on his own terms, sorry. Going to let the enemy pick up that kill. I think that does get -1 from their kill total, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, not really a huge deal. Vertigo with the ultimate finds another kill with that self-destruct. It's been such good value out of just these, remix self-destructs.
I think there was a lot of ultimates used around that fight, and Wallace's Internet still having this advantage here. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Minitech uses that beat. I think it's definitely a tool that you can use really aggressively when pushing point C. Trizzle's getting quite low, Vertigo pushing A here, and Minitech coming in, trying to help. Let's see.
Yeah, coming in, Blur on the point here as well. Just going to help his team along if he can. Point C, currently under the control of SunPheonyx's soldiers. As this is point A, if they can get this one. No, point B has just moved over now. So no power play in the works here for the red squad. Minitech dropping low under pressure. Trizzle, he's going to clean that one up. We know him better than to miss those kind of shots. Now on top of Jelly Doodle, he's been doing a good job keeping him under Jelly. Not even, oh my god, he gets him. He gets the kill and takes it away by killing himself.
Going down with me.
Exactly. Net 0. Gain there for Wallace's Internet, but they are still significantly in the lead here, and they've got both points under control. So that kill on Sylvania going to count for 2 now. Vico kills opposite number. Jelly finds the follow-up onto Phoenix, and looking pretty good for Wallace's Internet so far, Bubbles.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think there's only 1.5 minutes remaining, and currently Wallace's Internet has a 24 kill lead, which is really good for them. I think they don't even need to go for any power plays. They can just play more passively. Try to let SunPheonyx's soldiers come to them and use those things like the attack visor, the Diva Bomb, and Vico coming up on that whole hog. I think you can just use those to sort of hold down your fort and not let yourselves die.
Well, and there is that attack visor. Jelly Doodle commits it now. Gets dropped immediately by Sylvania's whole hog forced back. Vertigo's picking up kills though on the other side, and Wallace's Internet once again in control of 2 points. So they'll take trades all day long if they can. Only a minute left on the clock now as you hear the announcer say. Vertigo 12 HP, but she does have her self-destruct should she choose to use it. She'll use it there, probably get a kill as well, because she's been getting kills all day that way as Blur comes in. Phoenix as well, going to throw down the coalescence, keep her team healthy, and try and pick up a kill if she can. But the points still in control here. 2 objectives on the board for the blue team here. Sorry, Trizzle has switched over to Soldier. Anything you can do, I can do better, he says. But so far, Jelly Doodle looking a lot better on that hero at the moment. Mines all over the point. Going to get rid of Vertigo's mech now as Blur does his best impression of a merry-go-round, just looking to open up some space, but eventually will go down here. 68 to 38 on the clock, 10 seconds left in the game. It's looking pretty bad here. Vico picks herself up a double with the whole hog, pushing them off the map. Can anyone get in here? It doesn't even matter because the score advantage is so big. Wallace's Internet, dominant performance in the first game.
That was a really good performance there by Wallace's Internet. I liked how they were dealing with things so reactively. They didn't really play too aggressively, but when they did, they were always together. They knew that they would have the advantage in like ults if they were going to go for those aggressive plays, but otherwise they were just relying on their mechanical skill to run around on that Lucio and contest the points that were being backed up by the ball, and Jelly Doodle was just killing everyone that he saw.
Look at the real carry though.
Yeah,
Vertigo
69%. That's very, very impressive.
You can say it.
My Twitter handle even has that number in, so
Exactly.
you know how I feel about that number.
Exactly. I know how you
Um,
feel about that.
But Vertigo, she definitely did do so much there. I think that Diva was a pretty slept-on pick towards the
Mhm.
beginning. But I've seen a lot of teams have been using that Diva a lot more, and I think it's really good because of that shift that you can just fly around with. The Diva Bomb helps clear a lot of space. It's sort of like McCree's High Noon,
Mhm.
but she can like run around as well while using it,
Yeah.
and it's also useful to. And she can also peel for her times. And she was just there to protect him. Minitag was booping him, and I think I think Wallace's internet is definitely enabling their hit scan DPS better than SunPheonyx's soldiers is enabling Trizzle.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I think, and Drizzle is the guy you need to be enabling if you're SunPheonyx's soldier. We saw him on the Tracer for brief snippets there, and I mean, really not missing his opportunities, picking up a lot of kills where you might not expect him to, and capitalizing where you think he should. So, well played from Drizzle there, but SunPheonyx's soldiers need to do a better job of giving him the space to work with. So, looking towards Blur and Ziv to open things up for him to get through. On the other side, though, I mean, as you mentioned, Vertigo doing so well. And this is a map where high ground is super important, is Blizzard World. We tend to see the middle of the map controlled by, the team controlling the middle of the map tends to have the advantage. So Jelly Doodle's soldiers going to find a lot of value on this map. And if Vertigo wants to keep going with the Diva, she's going to find a lot of value controlling the high ground as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think this map might be a little bit harder for characters like Lucio, getting from because the walls are slanted sort of upwards, so wall climbing
Yeah.
isn't the easiest of things. I think the ball is definitely going to get a lot more value on this map from Blur here, just because there's those tight spaces where you can use those mines, like the B point where you see him contesting Jelly Doodle and Minitag here now.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, putting them under pressure. Sorry, go for it.
We see. Oh, Jelly Doodle gets hooked
Oh!
there. That's a big opening kill. I think SunPheonyx's soldiers is definitely going to be able to take this advantage here. Minitag just riding around though, being. Oh, he gets hooked eventually by Zvania there. Zvania with some very good aim. Hook does require quite a bit of aim.
Yeah.
And he is definitely a very strong player. Vico there with her own hook though.
Just going to put them under pressure here. Minitag dropping low, or sorry, that's Phoenix this time, dropping low. But Trizzle going to get the better of the soldier duel for now. He gets a headshot onto Jelly Doodle. Minitag fires back with a duel of his own though. But look at the tracking here from Trizzle. Lots of damage going into Minitag. They're really hard hero to nail down, and he's doing a good job of pumping the damage in. He gets another kill here. Blur flying on through there. Blinker will miss him as he flits across the screen. Now putting pressure onto the back of Vertigo. Lots of damage coming out though. He does get taken down as he pops his ulti. He did get mines out, enough to get rid of Minitag on the point. And point B, once again, a focal point on this map.
I think one thing that's interesting to point out here is that Phoenix has decided that Moira wasn't really the play after playing that first map here, and she has decided to mirror Minitag on that Lucio. I think she's been finding quite good value with it, healing them a lot more, and we see the tactical visor come out from Jelly Doodle. Oh,
nice boom!
Wow! Minitag to save his teammates.
Yeah, we talk about the Reddit Lucio, but that was pure, just normal Lucio prowess. That's exactly what you want to see out of your Lucio, peeling nicely to keep his DPS alive. And now he can assist his team in moving forward. But you see how his instinct is to look to cover the other points as well. Just check what exactly is going on around the map as Vico ready with the whole hog. I criticized the last match for holding on to this ultimate for so long, struggling to get rid of Phoenix there, who skedaddles away with enough HP. Under pressure now, not going to go down. That looked like it should have hit her, but anyways, pressure now onto point C here. Whole hog, or mine, sorry, come down. Whole hog at the radius. Phoenix dueling out Minitag, but no, it's not a duel. Jelly Doodle pumping the damage in there. Savania isolated a bit on the point. Only really the soldier, Trizzle, backing him up as control here in favor of SunPheonyx's soldiers, but the way they're backing up now, I think point B is looking to go the other way.
I think it was really well played there from Wallace's internet. They saw that they were being beaten in a sense, that they didn't have the advantage, and they decided to retreat, regroup, and they used that beat from Minitag, and now they've got a big advantage. But Blur does get 2 opening picks, and I think this is gonna favor SunPheonyx's soldiers now.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of kills. But point was in the other way, so not as big a loss as it could have been for Wallace's internet. But as I say, that obviously the point does switch, so a 4 point lead could increase here as every kill they get is worth 2 points on the board. Lots of pressure being put down by Trizzle. He has his ultimate as well. Oh, nice tracking onto Jelly Doodle there. Trizzle picking up that kill for his team once again. Can he find any more? Can they get rid of this hero here? This the Roadhog from Vico. Vertigo as well. There's a lot of HP to push through, and he's going to look to do that now with the attack visor. He finds one under pressure, and it's a power play. Perfect timing for Trizzle here as he's got the attack visor going already. He gets rid of 3 points on the board, but kills coming the other direction now. Sorry, it's something soldier. Yeah. No, kills coming through from Sylvania there as well, and they find Vertigo just to close things out in this power play. 31 points to 18 as the power play comes towards an end. Squish against the wall. That is a pancaked Diva there. Not looking for any more kills just yet. Can he find a last kill maybe just to put it over the edge here? 3 points on the board. Can he find it? No, he goes down instead as the power play comes to an end.
That was a questionable decision by Blur there. I think he might have gotten a bit excited after he killed Vertigo. Maybe he felt that rush of revenge. And he thought, you know what, I'm going to go for another kill. I'm going to try to wipe the whole team with my mines with 1 second left for the power play. Let's see if I can do this. We do see Zvania and Vico taking that hog 1v1 for a bit here.
Zarya now coming out of Vertigo. We've seen her perform really well alongside Jelly Doodle's Reinhardt on control center, but sides come out now as they get one kill. Jelly Doodle going to return the favor onto Trizzle if he can, but it's not a power play. It's not quite as valuable as Trizzle's play was, but it should help them secure point B. Speaking of Trizzle, in the mix there, a beautiful rocket shot there, but he doesn't end up getting the kill. And in fact, Blur's back in the mix here to take him down. So Vicker now finally pops his whole hog to put them under pressure. One kill, can't you get any more here? Nice hook onto Blur, not quite able to get the follow-up shots from the scrap gun to take him down though. But it looks like they're going to be able to stabilize here. 2 points controlled for the blue team though, so every kill worth double here. And Jelly Doodle contributes one there onto Trizzle, Mini take another onto Ziv. So good play from them as they look to even things up once again.
I think one thing that's interesting here is how differently the maps affect the playstyles. I think Wallace's Internet's playstyle of being more passive, it worked really well in Lijiang, but I don't think it's working as well for them on this map. You can see Blur is playing very aggressive, and it's getting a lot of value here. You can see by that 11-point lead right now that SunPheonyx's Soldier's aggressive playstyle is doing a lot more for them. And they did manage to even get a power play with that aggressive playstyle. So I think Wallace's Internet might need to speed things up a little bit more.
Yeah, I think you could be right about that here. 2 points controlled. No, make that 1 now for Wallace's Internet as they flip point B towards SunPheonyx's Soldiers. Blur has the mines ready to go, gets hooked in, but not taken down just yet. Gonna roll his way out of there. Interesting to see Trizzle hanging out on the low ground here, pumping in damage. He's gonna make his way to the high ground, but Vico spots him out, gets the hook in. Can she get the finish? Yes, she does. She's got the whole hog now, should she choose to use it, but she won't do that just yet as Jelly Doodle takes his position on the high ground. Good tracking from him, finds one. He's already killed 2 heroes. The third was already dead, so this tactical visor perhaps expecting a 6v6, but unfortunately he's already done half the work without the attack visor. Wishes he had that now as he looks to track down Blur. Good tracking from him, gets a lot of damage but won't get the kill onto the enemy board.
I think if we look at... Oh, that's a nice hook there. But I think if we look at the ults here, Wallace's Internet with that grab, I think that grab did get Trizzle, which is a lot of value here. They've gotten 3 kills off of that, and they did have 2 points, so that is 6 kills, or 6 points, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is really good for them. You can see they are starting to speed things up with this Zarya, enabling them more. They can bubble if anyone's in a sticky situation. There is a back cap going on A, so they might need to deal with that. You can see Mini Take has gone to go contest that.
Yeah, as he's seen do so often, the Soldier as well, Jelly Doodle, with the sprint can relocate quite quickly, and they've taken care of Blur, so that's another 2 points on the board. Only 3 left in it here. A great comeback from Wallace's Internet after a difficult start to this one. But unfortunately, Vico going down, not going to help things here. Zavania in the ceiling, Mini Take in the sky. That was a beat happening for about 5 seconds, and it didn't actually end up hitting the ground. So great work from Ziv there, who's been playing really, really well on the roller throughout the game. Trizzle picks up 2. Sides coming out the other way. Run away, everyone, as Jelly Doodle rounds the corner here. Blur unlikely to get out of this one alive as the tactical vibes are just too much to handle as they look to take position on the high ground here. 2 points controlled by SunPheonyx's soldiers though, so they might be able to maintain the lead quite nicely here with 2 minutes left on the clock.
As you say that the point flips over, zone A flips over to Wallace's internet. And it does look like Jelly Doodle is pushing in a bit, but the two of the Wallace's internet do fall down, I believe.
Yeah.
One of them might have just respawned. So we see the beat coming up from Phoenix, which is really good. They can play a lot more aggressive here, like we've seen them do, see if they can kill the Zarya.
Ooh, yeah, they do manage to take Vertigo out there, now trying to track down that pesky Lucio Minitech. Really a thorn in their side in a lot of ways here. But Trizzle, he's been more than a thorn, he's been a knife in the side, knife in the front. So much damage pumping in through the front lines there. He's just going to back off reposition here, try to cover this A point. You see how they're trying to split them up. Trying to cover Blair on the A point. 2 points in control of the blue team here, so every kill with double, as you've mentioned, Minitech going down. Unfortunately, as Jelly Doodle gets onto the point, he's got the attack visor. Is he going to use it yet? Does he even need it? Oh, the mines saving Blur's life there as it blocks the rockets from coming out. As Phoenix and the crew get on the point here, point B. If they can capture this, that's going to be an advantage for them. But the grab comes out. They're still looking to cover the sites coming out as well. A lot of damage putting in, and they get the double on the point. Sylvania, not long for this world, all by himself. There's attack visor in play as well. He gets the kill onto Vico, but 63 to 62, Wallace have taken the lead.
Wow, this is very impressive here. There's 20 seconds left on the clock, so any kill is going to shift the balance of who's winning here by a lot. I think Wallace's internet has 2 points here, so 1 kill will give them another 2 points. So they can just stay here, not die, and maybe get a kill like they do there. That's huge.
That might seal the deal there. Time ticks over. That kill, not quite enough to push it over, and Wallace's internet will take another map victory here, but a much, much better performance coming out of SunPheonyx's soldiers there. Managed to keep that one even for a lot longer, and that is it, guys. Game over. A short series. I was expecting another one to come after that, but this is a best of 3, so Wallace's internet will be moving through to our losers bracket finals, where they'll be taking on a team whose name I cannot remember. I'm going to look it up quickly. 2 seconds. They'll be taking on Top of the Morning. Looked very strong against Okezuma in our previous match. So really, really close series, I think, despite the 2-0 scoreline bubbles.
I think it was a very close game. I really liked how the teams were switching things up a lot, playing different characters. SunPheonyx's soldiers, like I said, they were playing more aggressively, and it was favoring them a lot in the beginning. But Wallace's internet did do, like I said, they would benefit from, and they did stop playing more aggressive. They got a lot of kills. They enabled Jelly Doodle so much, like they have done this whole time, and he was just killing everything. Blur was swinging around as much as possible, but he couldn't contest all the points when Wallace's internet also had like 3 very mobile characters.
Yeah.
Or 2, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. I think, question marks around Blur. He tended to go for the backups more often than not, but Minitech was doing an incredible job of making sure that he never actually got a successful cap out of that and just covering them. And I think at this point, Wallace's internet are so used to playing without Minitech's healing, they were able to keep themselves alive while he was off doing whatever it is he does. So, very nice play from Wallace's internet. Excited to see them go up against Top of the Morning. Have you played against Top of the Morning yet?
I have played against Top of the Morning. It was while Blur and Visions were subbing. We were also down 2 here. We had 2 subs in.
Okay.
They are a very strong team. I think, I'm not sure if they've been doing any changes to their comps. But when we played against them, they were running more of like a hog ball tracer.
Okay.
And it was working really well for them. I think Not is very strong on Hog, and he is like a Masters ball player as well, which is really good. I think he's going to get a lot of value out of those engages. And I think this team has the mechanical skill that they need to just go in and get those deathmatch kills. Because at the end of the day, the kills is what really matters in this game mode.
Yeah, absolutely. So, going to be a tough task for Wallace's internet to go up against him, especially since we haven't seen them play much of that Roadhog at all. I don't think I've seen them play it once. I could be misremembering something very obvious though. So yeah, going to be an interesting matchup coming up next, the losers finals, guys. That will be at 6 p.m. So about an hour and a half break. So you guys can go and have lunch now if you haven't already, or an early supper, as I'm probably going to do now. So yeah, that was that. Thank you so much, Bubbles. Any parting words before we leave?
Well done to both teams. It was a very good game. It was very fun to cast. Thank you for letting me cast, and thank you for being a good co-cast, SunPheonyx, and each production was a good experience. I definitely think I'll be doing this more.
Awesome.
And look forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to that as well. You did a very good job, I will say, on broadcast.
Thank you.
So you can clip this and hold on to that if it matters to you. But looking forward to see you casting again, maybe in the future. But guys, that is that. Losers bracket finals coming up at 6 p.m. top of the morning, taking on Wallace's internet. We'll see you then.